Hey guys, it's Dee from DeesDivineGuidance here for the sign of Virgo for June of 2020. In this video, you're going to get the message from Spirit as well as the Reiki Energy Healing to go along with it, which I do pull some more cards throughout, so you want to make sure you stay tuned. Also, if this is your first time to my channel, I want to say welcome. I am a spiritual empowerment coach and healer, and I help women heal from toxic relationships by turning their pain into power. All right, so I also have a free 3-day challenge coming up. It's 3 days to better boundaries. So if you are the type of person that lets people walk all over you, kind of are overwhelmed all the time, we definitely need to learn how to create better boundaries. So you can join me in my Facebook group for that. The link is in the description box below as well as the comments. All right, let's see what we have going for you guys. All right, I want to go ahead and clarify this. Wow, okay, cool. All right, so, wow, I got 3 kings in this reading. Awesome. Okay, so the overall energy is temperance. So as a Virgo, you want to make sure this month that you're keeping yourself cool. You're thinking before you speak. You're thinking before you react. Especially if you're dealing with narcissists around you, people that manipulate, people that want to get that reaction out of you. Definitely keeping the boundaries, keeping the temperance, keeping the balance, okay? Keeping it cool. Keep it cool. Think about the good stuff. Give your time space. Give yourself time to react. Give yourself space to react. Think about stuff before you say it, okay? Beginning of June, we have 6 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Swords, we have the Star card, and we have the King of Pentacles. So this is about, again, doing what you want. There's something in the middle here that's kind of keeping you stuck a little bit from seeing the light. So this might be like you're trying to meditate, you're trying to connect, you might even be trying to open your psychic abilities here, trying to master that intuition, but there's something here that's keeping you blinded. So it's like you're trying to they're showing me like you're trying to follow that calling, you're trying to do what's right, but there's something that's keeping you stuck and blinded from getting the result that you want with this King of Pentacles. Open up the heart chakra a little bit more. They're showing me kind of like a wall, and especially down here you have the 4 of Pentacles, which is telling me like you might not be trusting so much. You might only trust yourself. You might be keeping yourself like you don't like to ask for help. You like to do things the way that you like to do them, and that's kind of what might be. It's like letting go, feeling free. Right? Feeling free of all that has to be this way, it has to be this way. Just kind of like taking a deep breath with that and like letting that go, letting it go. That's what they're showing me here. Okay. When you do that, you're going to be able to breathe again. You're going to be able to relax. Things aren't going to seem so serious. You're going to be able to keep this balance, this calmness on a lot longer basis. So definitely be aware of that. Be aware of the control that you feel you have over people, over situations, over things, and start to let go of it a little bit and realize like it's like an experiment, right? So it's like let go of that just a little bit and see what happens. Be aware of the feelings that come up for you, the triggers that are coming up for you, rather than being those triggers. This is what I talk a lot about in my courses, but definitely do that. All right. So we've got the 6 of Cups. You have the Empress, you have the 3 of Pentacles, and you have the 10 of Wands. So you're giving yourself your light back here. It's all about self-care, letting go of the burden. So whatever burden you're carrying, if it's, maybe it's the burden of other people. Maybe it's the burden of trying to make everybody else happy. Maybe it's the burden of trying to control everything all of the time. But what they're showing here is the more self-care, the more self-love, the more time. I mean, you've got all of them. You've got the Temperance, the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the Empress, and the Star. So this is literally taking the time for you, making sure that you are creating those boundaries around setting the time. This would be like boundaries around time, and like making sure that you have that space for you to feel what you need to feel, to release it if you need to, but then also to enjoy life a little bit more. Okay, so with the Three of Pentacles, you're working towards this. And as you work towards this, you're going to see that, again, things are not that serious. Things don't have to be a certain way. You can go with the flow. Go with the flow is what I'm hearing. Now, at the end of the month here, though, we've got the King of Swords with the King of Cups, followed with the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. What the hell, Virgos? I feel as though for some of you, and remember these are general readings, but for some of you, this is going to be like two people coming in, and it's like there's going to be the Four of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. It's like there's a lack of trust, and then you feel left out in the cold. So for some of you, there's going to be two people. This might be, I hate doing this. I hate saying this to you guys, but this is the only, it's the one way I can read this, is that there might be too many people in the mix, if you get what I'm saying, and it will form a lack of trust. Now, again, the King of Swords, very boundary, very stern, very my way or the highway, kind of narcissistic, I would definitely say here, with the King of Cups, who's the loving, caring, nurturing person. And with the Four of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles, it's like you're not trusting and you're feeling a little left out in the cold. So definitely could be too many people in the mix, too many people in the relationship, and there might be a shift is what I'm getting. So you might start to feel a little left out in the cold, or this could be their energy. However you want to read this for yourselves, obviously it is general, but there's a new beginning here with this Ace of Swords. So whatever's happening at the end of the month where you feel like things aren't working out, I do feel some crying, some devastation at the end of the month, but it's all divinely guided, and you have to be very aware of that. Realize why it's falling apart, why it's falling away, why you can't trust. And especially if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, you can't trust them because they are manipulating you. They are. So be very, very aware of those feelings and those people around you towards the end of the month, because, okay, this is what they're saying here. So in the middle of the month, when you start to, in the middle of the month, when you start to really take care of yourself and lay this burden down, they're not going to like it. They are not going to like it. So like this is sometimes when like the narcissist will give you the silent treatment, or give you like the cold shoulder, or even get another person involved, which is called a flying monkey, to then do their dirty work and make you feel bad in some kind of way. So be prepared for that at the end of the month. Recognize the manipulation, recognize the tactics, instead of being in them and being very emotionally attached to everything, because this is the new beginning. You gotta go through this in order to get to this new beginning. Okay, so just be very aware of that. And your emotions. Balance. Overall energy, balance. Take the time, recognize it instead of reacting. Ask yourself, what is really going on here? All right, so let's go ahead and do some energy healing. I'm going to go ahead and take these 4 cards. I always go in with an intention. If you haven't done this with me before, all you're going to have to do is just close your eyes and listen to some music. It's about 2 to 3 minutes long, not long at all. And I'm going to connect the divine energy with your energy in order to release any of the blockages or trapped emotions here. And this intention is really about you. It's about finding yourself. It's about loving yourself, really focusing on you, and then letting everything else fall away. All right, and I do pull some more cards, so stay tuned for those messages. Go ahead and close your eyes. And take a deep breath in. And let it out. Okay, here we go. Whatever thoughts come in, just let them come in and let them go out. and take a deep breath in. And let it out. All right, so the cards that came out, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that energy healing. The cards that came out here is the Three of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Unknown card, and the Two of Cups. Now, there's a couple messages that I have here. So the first one is going to be, how many times are you going to go through the same thing? How many times are we going to keep going round and round and round in circles? Okay, that's one thing. The other thing here is I want you to see how close that these cards are. Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, right? So here, she's holding herself stuck. Here, like, 'cause she's got swords, she can cut that blindfold off. Here, she's stuck. Other people are keeping her stuck here and blinded. She has nothing to do here. She can't do anything about this. So with the Three of Wands and the Four of Cups here, this is about looking towards the future. This is about taking the time for yourself to get you out of being blinded and feeling trapped and stuck. And you've got the Unknown card. So I do feel like, you know, there's part of you that just doesn't know how to get to the other side, just doesn't know how to get there, doesn't know how to have that relationship, doesn't know how to connect to your higher self, to get those messages, to master that intuition, right? It's like you just don't know how to get there. So there's, you know, this, you have to kind of, with this Four of Cups, is you've got to give yourself time, like, and not in time, like long time, like give yourself some time every single day to try to connect, try to, you know, just quiet your mind and focus your mind. In the 21 days course to opening and accelerating your psychic abilities, which we're starting on July 1st, we start with an exercise that is focusing your mind, because that's the most important part. If you're trying to follow your intuition or even connect to your intuition, you've got to focus the mind. And that's where I'm getting here. It's like, be very aware of how many things you have going on, because if you have a lot of things going on, then it's going to keep you further away from where you want to be. Okay, so if you are interested in, you know, connecting to that intuition, you really have to master those psychic abilities in order to get the messages that you need from your higher self. So I am starting the course 21 days to opening and accelerating your psychic abilities on July 1st. So if you're interested in joining me during that time, you can see that in the description box below. Also, I hope you enjoyed this reading. The free 3 days to Better Boundaries challenge is starting on June 15th. So you might want to check that out as well, to create better boundaries, because boundaries is what's going to give you that time and that space to work on yourself, and, you know, self boundaries as well here. All right, so I hope that resonates with you. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do have new videos coming out every single week. So I will see you there. Much love to you. Have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.